1957, a family of 4 moved into a large, old house in Shoreham, England. The house looked beautiful from the outside, tall windows, a pitched roof, and the smell of old wood. But on the very first night, the mother said that in the silence of the house, she could hear a soft tick-tick sound from inside the walls, like the sound of fingernails scratching on metal. In the following nights, the sounds grew stronger, heavy banging, the sound of chains being dragged across the floor, and sometimes short whispers that would stop the moment you listened closely. The father searched the whole house with a flashlight, but found nothing. One night, while the mother was sleeping, she suddenly woke up with a feeling of suffocation. She couldn't move. It was as if something had sat on her chest, pressing down with all its weight. She could only move her eyes and look around. In the darkness, a shadow bent over her, bringing its face close to hers. A pale face with black, hollow eyes. When she finally managed to scream, the father rushed in and turned on the light. There was no one there, but on the bed sheets, muddy finger marks were left behind. 2 weeks later, the family's young son screamed in the middle of the night. When his parents ran into his room, he was crying and said, "A man with empty eyes was right here next to my bed. He was looking at me." On the wooden floor of the room, muddy footprints could be seen, leading to the center of the room and suddenly stopping. People said that sounds of arguing and screaming had been heard in the house, but the police never found a body. The last person who had seen him said, his eyes seemed empty, like a dark well. One night, the whole family heard the basement door slowly open by itself, and the sound of slow, dragging footsteps coming up the stairs. No one dared to go in that direction. That very night, wearing only the clothes on their backs, as if someone had vanished into the air. One of the neighbors said that this house had once belonged to a reclusive man named Thomas Asher. In 1938, he had suddenly disappeared. They left the house. To this day, no one has lived in that house. Locals say that in the middle of the night, you can still hear the ticking and whispering from inside. And if you walk past the house, you might see the hollow-eyed man watching from the window. This story was based on reality. Please subscribe and like the channel.